Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha and today we're going to do, I don't know, I hope this is a fun idea for a video. This is Bath and Body Works, Please Bring Back These Scents. And this is a candles edition. I do plan to do a body care edition. So I was going through my collection a lot this weekend, the weekend of Mother's Day, where we got a lot of the new candles. I was just like looking at things. I have another video called Oldie But a Goodie. So I pulled some of my older candles just to show you how they're looking at this point. So what I was doing was making a list of candles I have that are candles I will never burn because I'm down to my very last one, or candles that I had and I would like to see again come back. So this is just kind of a fun idea. Let me know down below, just hey Bath and Body Works, which candles do they need to come back? I know that some people have done this on Instagram and other videos, so I by no means think I created this idea, but this is just my personal list, so I don't have anyone to tag because I didn't really watch a video and come up with this idea, but I'm just saying I know it's been done before. So let's jump in. So I have 10 candles here, or one is a collection of candles that I would love to see them come back with. And actually, the reason I thought of doing this video was also, sitting with my candle collection, trying not to order, but I failed. And also, I saw that they sneak peeked that they were going to bring back Pink Petal Tea Cake. And I actually watched Kent from the Candle Channel's video on the history of Pink Petal Tea Cake because I love that candle. And I fell in love with that candle because I used to watch him way back in the day. It was him and Bren and sometimes Leah Janae. Those were like my main Bath and Body Works channels. And now there's all of us here, right? So, but they're really, for me, were my regular videos I watched, got reviews, got ideas for candles I wanted to try. And I remember when he got like the original Pink Petal Tea Cake, I did not try it then. I was just buying candles here and there then. So it wasn't like every release that comes out, I had a whole bunch of them. But then they came out with, I think it was like 2018 or let me see, 2018, 2017, something like that. They came out with this collection, and actually I have one right here because I got this one off of Mercari or Poshmark. This is what the candle collection looked like. And I think it said soft. It was a pink jar. And just from his reviews of that candle, I grabbed one. Because back then, Candle Day, they would give you 6 of these in a store. So you really kind of had to like get what you wanted and carry it around or find a crate or something. And I had just the tiniest little Bath and Body Works store at my mall. And they had just a few of those. And I had gotten a Nook and burnt it before they had to take the labels off. And I had one of these. That's why I grabbed this, because it was a really good price and I loved this candle. And I had gotten, I think it was soft. I can't remember. It was a pink jar, but it was with this little label set, and it was Pink Petal Tea Cake, and I fell in love with it. And so I'm excited to hear that it's possibly coming back. It was leaked on Instagram. No one has actually seen a physical item in store, so I can't say that that's like 100%, but that's where the idea for this video came from. I don't know where I'm coming. I don't know who I think I am with these 3 to 4 minute intros lately. I just must need to get all these rambles out. And I appreciate you guys if you're still listening and haven't clicked off out of annoyance. I appreciate you so much. So I went through my collection. I pulled a few, but also just listed a few that I had one of or tried in the past that I would really like to see come back. So we're jumping in now. Pomegranate Lemonade. So Pomegranate Lemonade came out, I think the first time I tried it was in 2020 or 2021. I think it was like a SAS or it was a whitebarn, but I think that's where I got it from. And they were like going for a great price. I got one. And as the story always goes, when you get one and you bring it home and you love it, I went to like 6 stores and I couldn't find it again. So then this year, this was one of the candle collections that was set to come out if the store sold to the point. So it was like 6th or 7th on the list. And I went to a store and I found 2 and I grabbed both. And it was in this ombre white barn jar collection. And so I burnt one and I have one. So I really need them to come out with this in the summer. And I think that's what's happened both times with the release of this. I could be wrong. I remember the first one had colored wax. But oh man, when you take the lid off this is such a juicy scent. And I didn't put it on my mouth-watering scent list, so there's already a fail. But I pulled it out this weekend, and I'd already done that video. So this is Juicy Pomegranate Zested Lemons and Sugar Crystals. It's literally making my mouth water just smelling this. It is so strong. It's so beautiful. It's so fruity. It's so like tart, and like you can almost taste a lemon in your mouth, like that kind of tart. And you know, it kind of makes you do a little dance or whatever, but so good. And both the times that this candle came out just seemed to be the wrong time of year, but I wasn't making the same mistake when I saw this come out in the dead of winter. I was like, I'm grabbing that for summer, and I've already burnt through one, and we're just getting into warm weather. So Bath and Body Works, I need you to bring this back. I need you to bring it back in summer so that we're all like looking for it, because I think that there were so few of these that came out that if you weren't looking for it, you missed it. So I don't think a lot of people were able to get their hands on it when this last release. I think it was around for a little bit the first time, but at that point I didn't know what I was missing. Now I know, and I need to be able to back this up. It's such a good scent. I can't really even describe it further than if you like a juicy, fruity pomegranate, but really just juicy scent mixed with the tart and the sweetness of the sugar. This is for you. It's so good. Okay, moving on. This is another one that I just feel like could come out at any time. And I was really surprised it didn't come out this year for Valentine's Day or Easter. This is my favorite Pink Fairy Gumdrop. Well, this is my second favorite. My favorite is the book one that came out for Christmas 2 years ago, and I'll never burn it, but I also really loved this one. This one came out in 2019, so this was actually before that one. This is Sparkling Sugared Berries, Pink Cotton Candy, Sprinkle of Fairy Dust. We know what Pink Fairy Gumdrop is, but they could bring this out at any time of the year, and I really feel like, you know, when it comes out at just Christmas, sometimes there's so many scents that I didn't get enough of this one. So I would love to see this come out at other points in the year, but especially feel like it's a summer scent because of that cotton candy, the pixie kind of stick kind of scent you get going on here. Because there's definitely a sweet tart scent mixed with that cotton candy fluffiness, and I just really love it. But I was so disappointed it didn't come out for Valentine's Day or Easter. So I would love a spring version of this, and I'd also love a summer version of this. They don't even have to call it Pink Fairy Gumdrop, because when they brought it out for Valentine's Day a couple years ago, I think it was Candy Hearts or something, they could come up with a summer name for this. They could come Pixie Stick. Like, wouldn't that be so cute if this was like Pixie Sticks all over? And that's what they called it for a summer collection. I would love it. And I love this scent. And it's one of those that is surprisingly strong for a throw, because it is just kind of like a candy scent. But I really wish they would bring this back, even though we just got one in 2021 for Christmas. It's not like it's been years since we were able to get it, but this is a scent that I'd love for them to repackage year round. They repackaged Champagne Toast enough. Like, I know that one's really popular, but that one would probably be just as popular if you could get it consistently. Or even put it in a really pretty pink jar in your whitebarn collection. I think that would go well. Okay, moving on. So these are candles I just started pulling out because I'm like, yeah, I will never burn this because I can't get it. Sorry, I was getting a call. Let's move into my third candle because I'm really making this rambly. Wild Poppy. I was just pulling candles out at this point. This came out in 2020. And this is just such a beautiful, sweet floral. I really like it. Mine is a little wrecked. Sometimes I pick these up. I think I got this one at like a semi-annual sale. And so I had to take what I could get, but you can see it's like not bad, but oh yeah, I love the scent of this. And the notes really are like, I love that fruit, and it's honeydew and mandarin, which, so it's not berries. Like this, that's what makes this different than like Pink Shores. Like this has got a nice like citrus sweetness to it. And then the rose and the poppies they're so subdued, but they're there, but they're not heavy. They're not powdery. They're not in your face. It's just a nice sweet candle. I think I grabbed 2 of these, and I love the other one so much. This one just went right into the collection to never be touched. But this would be so cute in a packaging with flowers on it. I love to see both like a little bit of rose petals with the poppies or something. I just could see this being such a cute candle to have for summer. And it's for those people that want to dip a toe into floral and they're not ready for a full-fledged rainforest gardenia like I tried to jump into. No, ma'am. So I loved this scent, and I don't know if anyone else really loved this scent, but as I was looking through my collection, I pulled this out from like a way back shelf, and I was like, oh yeah, I love this scent. So I would love to see Wild Poppy come back, even though it just came out in 2020, and I'm sure it was a repackage from another year, but I just wrote down the years that I knew. So the next one, this is one of the first candles I fell in love with from Bath and Body Works. This was Chocolate Pistachio. This came out in 2016. And I don't know if it was out before then, but that was when I was getting into candles. And this was one of the first candles that I went back and bought like 4 of. I love the scent of this. This is notes of pistachio, chocolate truffle, and white powdered sugar. Isn't that wax beautiful? Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And it's so delicious. It's like you're literally having a dark chocolate bar or like a chocolate truffle, but like I feel it in like it was melted together. So someone like sprinkled pistachio nuts into a piece of like chocolate cacao like type of scent. It's not dark chocolate, it's not bitter, but it's definitely like a mixture of chocolate, and then poured it over, and then you let it like harden, and then you cracked it, and you just got yourself this like delicious type of candy. Oh my goodness. And then the powdered sugar just makes it really sweet. And this, I remember, because like I said, I burnt one and I was like, whoa, it was like in my first little house. And I just remember I would like put Aiden to bed. And I remember when he was little, I've talked with a few of you here about this, but when your littles are little and you were a candle burner, like, you know, my house used to look like a seance. And then I have this little man and they can pull and push on all the different shelves, and you know, you're just baby proofing, then toddler proofing. I remember I went through this little period of time, like a few years, you know, he was born in 2010. So probably like 2011, 2012 to like 2014, 2015, where candles just seemed irrelevant. I remember having one on the stove that the cleaning I did, I would always light that candle. And so my collection grew out of just, I was getting a few and not ever finding the time to burn it being a young mom. So this candle I remember was like the secret little night thing that I would do forever. And I went through a bunch of my collection, and then 2 made it to the move, and I was like, I'm never touching those candles until they bring it out again. And then one broke in my move, so I still have this one, but oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite scents on cold too. So I don't care that I'm not able to burn this, but I can't believe it's never come back out. So because it's so good. So they need to bring this back. And I'll never touch that candle. Even if it gets gross, I will never burn that candle until I can get another one, because I have such fond memories of that time of like, can't wait for bedtime so I can make a snack and light my candle, and you know, young moms understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so then I kind of put 2 in 1 here, because I wouldn't care if they brought back one or both. But these candles here for fall, we didn't get this last year. This came out in 2018 and 2019. And I just love this type of fall scent, but I think it's a small percentage of us that love it. So pumpkin peanut brittle had notes of crunchy caramel brittle, salty peanuts, and toasted pumpkin seeds. There is this like pumpkin like saltiness to this candle that's so good, but I get the brittle. Like Homeworks, the peanut butter waffle cone, I would have not been sad if that candle smelled like peanut brittle, but I pulled this candle out to smell it compared to that one, and I was like, nope, that one's just peanuts, because this one has that peanut scent to it, but also you can get the pumpkin seeds with the brittle. Like there's a distinction. And I just love this candle so much. So I would love for them to bring this back, and, you know, bring back all your other pumpkin stuff. We all love the pumpkin cupcake and the blueberry maple pancakes, but this one is for the salty, savory person. Now we have a train. Hey, train's gone, but I took a call, and I'm hoping I'm in like the same-ish place. So if I have moved a little bit, it's because I took my phone off the stand. Okay, back to these so I can make this video not, you know, 30 minutes long. Peanut butter and jelly, like I said, kind of in that same vein of I'd like him to bring one of these back for that salty, savory candle lover. This was just a fun scent. It was fresh strawberry jam, toasted bread, crunchy peanut butter, drizzle of honey. And it just has that salty peanut with the sweet freshness of the jelly and the bread. You get all the components, and it was just a fun candle. So, you know, I'll never burn this, but I would love to have it come back so that I can keep this packaging and burn one just for some, like, again, you know, my summer scents are fruity drinks, tropical, like the, you know, chocolate banana mudslide, but this kind of stuff I love for fun scents to burn in the fall. Okay. The last one I have on hand is actually in a single wick. I would love for pistachio ice cream, which we got this in 2021. The last time I had a 3-wick was like 2017, 2018, I want to say. And it's roasted pistachio, frozen almond cream, and vanilla bean. you do get that frozen element in here. And I just remember I had this beautiful Mother's Day pistachio ice cream that I wouldn't burn forever. And then, you know, in 2020 when we were stuck at home, I was like, burn all the candles. And I did let myself burn that one because I just wanted something fun. And then when these came out, this was actually quite a great, strong, throwing single wick, but I only have one left, so I don't want to burn it. But I love the cold element mixed with that sweet cream and the saltiness of the pistachio. So yeah, they need to bring this back in a 3-wick, but I'd even take it in a single wick. So even though we just recently had that one last year, I'd love for them to bring it back. Okay, so the rest of these candles, I'll try to insert a picture of something from like Mercari or whatever. I'll give credit if I need to give credit, but these are candles I do not have, but I would love to see come back. Root beer float. Okay, so I know we just got caramel cream soda, and I made this list before I smelled it, and I get a little like A&W diet root beer vibe from that, but I love root beer donut from Kringle, and that one really has a nice authentic root beer where you can actually smell like the foam on top and almost like there's a little dollop of ice cream in there. So root beer ice, vanilla ice cream, dollop of whipped cream were the notes in the original, which I think it's come out a couple of times. I want to say like a way long time ago, like 2014, and then like recently 2018, 2019. But I would like to have that one back. It would be a fun summer candle. So it's just, root beer is like a really delicious scent. I mean, I don't even think you have to love root beer to appreciate that candle. So I would love for them to bring that one back. Praline and peach cobbler. I also loved praline pecan. I think that one came out around 2018, 2019. And it was juicy. Okay, this is the notes for praline and peach cobbler. I do really want that one back. Juicy peach slices, cinnamon sugar, and baked pie crust. And it was just so yummy. Like, again, it was a little bit before like I had tried blueberry pie, which I love the crust note in that one. I also really like the crust note that comes from ice cranberry scone, but I really enjoyed that cobbler baked cinnamon. Like, you can almost like see the, like, smell the cinnamon bubbling on the side of this peach cobbler. And the praline just gave it a nice little like savory, salty, but it was a really sweet, yummy candle. Praline pecan was straight up just a salty, savory type of candle, but I really, really enjoyed it. You guys know I love praline scents. So it was a little bit of sweetness, but it was great. And I would love for them to come out with something like that in the fall to go in a collection like this, like with, you know, praline peach cobbler type of thing, or praline pecan would go really well with a bunch of really sweet scents, kind of give everybody a little something. I would love, I've been looking at them. I will never purchase them on Mercari. The Poptails from 2015. I had just gotten myself like 2 of them, but I went through, because again, I wasn't collecting at that time. So what I bought, I burnt, and I wish I had them right now, because like I see them on there for like $500. And I really hope no one spends that on them. And I really think that's a little bit inflated, but you can't get them anymore. They're really rare, so they can charge whatever they want. But Sangria Berry Freeze with such a delicious fruity scent. I want that back. And Spiked Cherry Limesicle. It was a cherry lime scent. Does really remind me of the Cherry Limeade Body Care, but in a candle. But it had that fizzy, effervescent note. I just really liked the candles I tried from that collection. I remember I tried like the limoncello, and I loved that. It was like a popsicle or cocktail, something like that. But I would love for them to redo that collection for summer specifically. Like, wouldn't that be a fun, there's no leak of this, you guys. I'm literally pulling this out of my brain. That would be such a fun surprise for Sass. Just like a poptail collection with a sticker they slapped on there and different colored wax. I would buy every single one. Okay, and then the very last one I was discussing with one of you, and I didn't write down who it was, but we were talking about Sundress, and I loved that scent, even though I'm not a floral, but it had tonka bean in it and bergamot, and it kind of has a little bit of that like ocean pearl scent to it, but it was really pretty with the lily. And I think I tried that one in 2017 or 2019. I can't remember. I'm really not that history person with these candles, but that was such a beautiful, sweet, pretty, feminine scent. I loved it. So I would love for them to bring that back. That could be in the summer, at the end of summer, beginning of fall. That would be such a pretty scent to have, but they could bring it out whenever they want. And I would definitely pick that one up. So let me know down below, just like I said, for reference. Maybe I'll do this one again. I've already made a list. It's right here for bring back my body care scents. These are the kind of candles I was talking about doing for this month of a no-buy, even though I did do some candle hauling. But Yeah, let me know down below what scents you've been missing. I didn't go too far back because I was kind of saving those candles for my oldie but goodie video, because basically any of the ones in that video I'd love to see come back too. So yeah, let me know down below what candles you would love for Bath and Body Works to bring back. And you know, tag them. No, I'm just kidding. Like, hashtag bring back my candle. Like, let's start a campaign, friends. But I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you in a video probably tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye.